There we go. What's up? What's up, man? Mega Man back in the building. Battle Rap Science, man. We finna talk a little bit about 3-0 Battle League and what they got going down out there in Texas, man. So yesterday, Hero hit me up. He actually hit me up like way before the fact, and he told me about this event. But once he spun the block and he explained it to me again, I loved it, bro. I didn't understand at first where they got the whole teams, the it's like a series, and it's real dope. So I appreciate what 3-0 got going on. And so we got the man himself, the creator, the league owner, Anthony. Um, so we gonna bring him up and we gonna talk a little bit about what 3-0 got going on over there, man. Hold on, let me get him up here.
Yo, what's
Yo,
happening?
yo. What's up, man? What's up, man? Not
Nothing
much,
much
bro.
is going on with you.
Man, nothing, man. I was watching these battles. I didn't get through them all the way just yet, but
Okay,
I've
good.
been checking them out. The first one I watched was dope, man. Blaze and
Golden Q. Everybody watching that one first.
yeah, because it's
Was it first on
chronological.
the list?
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
first on the list. So I
Yeah,
just
that wasn't the first one that happened, but I think it has him on the VOD. May have him out of order, but yeah.
okay, okay, dope. But it was a dope battle. It was close too. A good back and forth. I'm talking about
Yeah,
all three rounds. Um,
yeah. I think it ended up working out to be a 3-0, but I think it's closer when watched than that feels. I think I think one of those. I think I was having a discussion about it maybe an hour ago. I think Blaze has a bit of an effect in the building that also translates, that makes it
his
feel like
presence.
yeah, like that he puts that in, like him in the building gives he separates himself a little bit more in the building. So I think I think that's a bit of what happened there too. But like it was very much a good battle.
Yeah, definitely. Nah, I could tell because just like what you're saying, the bars, both of them had bars, both of them had energy, but it was just a couple of the nuances, just like you mentioned, that Blaze had with his presence that kind of I could see how somebody could be swayed either way. Um, but so for people who aren't familiar,
Hmm.
how did you come up with this whole concept, major league battle rap with the teams and everything? Where did that?
So for me, like I've been working on Major League Battle Rap for probably 4 or 5 years. As far as like really getting it together and really thinking it out. It wasn't always called Major League Battle Rap. I didn't have a name for it up until maybe 2.5 years ago or so. But
Uh-huh.
but I had always said, even like pre-COVID, I was like the the battle rap league that wins like all of this, because I mean, if we get into a lot of my ideals, I kind of don't go with the notion that the URL is the NFL or the
Okay.
NBA, but that's a whole different argument. But I say that to say that I've always felt that battle rap was still open to be dominated, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And so I was saying, I think that the league that figures out how to make wins and losses a real thing in battle rap
Mm-hmm.
and make some sort of rematches be more palatable than they are now. The lead that figures out those two things will win this entire thing. Like,
Okay.
and so
You
just over
dropping
time,
you
I was just
dropping
like,
jewels
I'm
right
gonna
there.
try. I was like, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
try and figure it out, right? Like, I'm not necessarily arrogant enough to say it's going to be us, but I know that's the path to victory, so I'm going to try to go that way. Like, it's just is what it is. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, this is a great step. Great step so far with the first round of the MLBR.
Mhm.
Um, the 3-0 dot live is where people can go and get the pay-per-view or the VOD or see any part of the series. And
Yeah,
everything is shot great, bro. When I clicked on it,
appreciate
it was crisp. I was like, okay, this
appreciate it.
fire, this fire. So I'm a
Shot by me. I'm not sure if you
okay.
know that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I knew that. But
Mhm. Okay.
so I'm gonna be tapped in for like all of the series coming up. Um,
Appreciate you.
One thing that Hero did say though that I was wondering about and I had a lot of questions about is about the consensus, the
Consensus.
scoring, yeah, the
Yeah.
scoring system that you guys use.
Mhm.
Is there any way that like anybody outside can find out what it is or how we can
So
look at it, or is
the
it just
site the
internal?
site is the site for consensus is public in the sense that if I give you the address, you can get to it.
Okay,
But right now we're kind of and behind the scenes I can give you kind of a little preview of it and let you see it. But
that would
what
be
right
fine.
now we're just using it for Major League Battle Rap. Um,
Okay.
and what we're but one day we do plan on opening it up to the public to allow people to um, do their own consensus. So this is kind of our round two of testing.
Hmm.
As Hero mentioned in the interview, when we did our tournament 2 years ago, we use a very preliminary version of the system to kind of see if that could work, right? And this is what I'm saying. Like I've been building kind of the pieces for MLBR for years. Like 2 years ago, we tested the voting system because I had an idea for a voting system that worked similar to the Olympics, right? In
Hmm.
the Olympics, what they do is since they have the countries vote in order to try and eliminate bias for a particular country, Germany voting for Germany, right?
Right.
They drop the highest and the lowest of five scores,
Hmm.
right? So you end up with three people determining. So it makes you not, it makes you try and curve your own bias because if I do want Germany to win and I'm Germany, giving them the highest score kind of
Right.
messes me
Disqualifies you.
over.
Yeah.
Or I don't want the US to win and I give them a low score, that also messes me over, right?
Right.
um,
Right.
so it kind of makes you kind of curve your own bias, knowing that it may get dropped, or depending on if I go too high or too. So it kind of makes you try to be as at least honest as you possibly can be.
Hmm.
Um, and so I built the system in that way. And when we tested in the tournament, I was really just concerned on does it get the winner right? Right? Does the system, there was a lot of times people are like, I don't think it's a 3-0. I don't think this, I don't think it went this way. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But did it get the winner right? Like, did the
Yeah.
system get the winner right?
Right.
And
Right.
we felt like that at least, you know, 80-90% of the time it got it right. And I think that's okay with a judging with a judging system. I think that's okay, right? I think the judging system, we're just going to get it wrong. We do that with boxing right now. Like there's plenty
Hmm.
of matches where we're like, no, that's not who won, right? But
Okay.
for the most part, we trust the system of boxing. Like we trust it to judge boxing, even if we disagree with it sometimes. So I wasn't necessarily trying to make it perfect, but just like, all right, most
Right.
of the time is this get it right. And then kind of the other thing we kind of implemented was we did take from boxing in the sense of boxing's grading system is effectively a 3-point grading system, right? It's
Hmm.
uh, 7, 8, 9, or 8, 9, 10 is effectively right.
Right.
Um,
Right. Right.
we didn't. That wasn't enough granularity for us, but basically our system works from effectively it's a 0 to 7. The judges don't see a number. They basically judge from whether the round was trash or fire, and then there's steps in between there, right? There's 7 different ratings, and so I wanted that simplicity so that one is just relative, right? It's like, all right, he was average, he was above average, he was, he wasn't a lot better than him, he's a little better than him. So one, it makes it the judges aren't trying to think of too much. We're just again trying to get the winner right, and it also, if you're doing it in the building, it's very fast. Like people who were in the building can tell you, like there was a lot of times where, if especially if it was obvious, it was just like, all right, the winner has been announced already. Like
Right. Instantly.
judges have voted already. Because what I'm doing is like they're voting and I'm monitoring on my phone to see, all right, all the votes are in. And so like it was like a lot of it's just really snapping. Like I think that's kind of what we want. Like again, like with boxing, it's like, hey, that stuff is happening immediately, right? So
Mm.
it doesn't I don't want voting to mess up the flow of the event or anything like that. And so really those are kind of my ideas around the voting system. Get it right most of the time, and be able to be quick snap decisions and things like that. So and then I think like I said, it ends up spitting out a point value. Um, and so what actually happens is, like I said, they vote on a 7 scale, but when we show it, we normalize it to a 10-point scale, just because that's what people are used to seeing.
Mm.
but
Yeah.
um, and so um, and so that's what eventually happens. You end up with a score between 1 and 10, and so that allows us to discuss different. It doesn't allows us to discuss battle rap in a way we haven't been able to, right? Like, what's his average, what's his average battle, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
Yeah.
we can clearly see
Okay.
that Blaze has better third rounds than this person, so you know it's gonna all come down to the second, right? It allows us to discuss battle rap when we have numbers and things like that. It allows us to discuss battle rap in a completely different way. So,
Nah,
yeah,
that's dope. And it also it gives another, I guess, angle on the discussion because
yeah,
even with Hero, he was pushing the .33
correct, yeah,
discrepancy, but I don't think people actually realize that him pushing that discrepancy actually created another avenue for him to promote himself, promote what you guys are doing, promote the
yeah.
battle because people may not even know what's going on, but when they hear the .33, I think a lot of people know that instantly, oh, you must be talking about the Hero thing, which is crazy
Yeah,
because I just thought about
yep.
it. We could make a bar off of that too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, people have already made like AI songs and AI pictures about .33,
Okay.
and it's really dope because, like I said, like even and like he discussed it before. That was one of the kind of curveballs we got thrown when we ran it in the tournament. Like, I just hadn't thought about the fact that a tie was possible in the app, right? And I
Hmm.
was like, when I realized it was possible, like I'm in the middle of an event, I'm like, I have no way to like figure this out if we have a tie. Like, I was like, I don't
Dang,
like that. It
you
doesn't
got to go
exist in
back
battle
old
rap,
school then. You go back
and
old school.
so yeah, so we basically started doing just point differential in the building. Like, we literally just like, all right, we just got to do point differential in the building. And so when I rebuilt the system, I kind of built that into the system of like, it tells me point differentials and all that kind of stuff, so that I know um, that if this happens, that there's a way to judge it. And like I said, I put all that in the rules, so it's spelled out um, in the rules document, so everybody knows, and kind of, even if they didn't read it, they agreed that this is how it's going to go.
Right.
And so and like I said, it's a low chance, and I'm trying to tweak things to make it as low as possible, but like it's about a 7% chance that it's a tie, and it's actually probably lower than that, because that's like just a mathematical possibility of like, if you select all the different combinations, which some of the combinations are unrealistic, like somebody thinking you had trash and somebody thinking you had fire, which would average to a middle, right?
Right.
But like,
Yeah.
that's just not going to happen where one judge thinks you did the best in the world and the other judge thinks you did terrible, right? Like,
Right.
that is probably not likely, even though that's one of the options that'll get you a tie, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
No, that's cool. So, um, obviously, the first round went down this past weekend. Again, for
Mhm.
anybody who watching or just now finding out about, 30 Live, 30 Battle League is where you can go get the VOD. But
Hashtag should
are
have read
you?
the rule book is hilarious. I'm sorry.
I know they cooking us. What they saying? Uh, the bat. Oh, okay. Hold on. What about now? But nah. So are you doing eat around every month? Is that how it's going?
Yeah, about. So originally there was supposed to be about 4 weeks in between each one. We knew we had some behind the scene knowledge of another event that we were on top of in September that people were going to be participating in. So we moved that one up um, to the 13th instead of the 20th. We originally announced it to be on the 20th. We moved it up to the 13th of
Okay.
September. So there will be a little bit less than a month for the second round, and then third round will be a little more than a month. Is kind of what
Okay.
we were trying to hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So with this series, you're saying, let me make sure I got that right. You having other events that's gonna be in between that as well?
no. So, well,
Oh,
I'm saying that other battlers had other obligations outside of
oh,
us.
okay, gotcha. I got
Yeah,
you.
and
Okay,
we
cool, cool, cool.
we knew about it, and so we didn't
Gotcha.
want to kind of overbook and double book
Yeah,
people,
yeah,
and people were really
yeah. Okay.
excited about participating. So we're like, all right, we haven't solidified ours, we can move ours, So we decided to
Okay.
do that just from behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I
So,
respect
but
that.
ideally, yes, we were trying to give everybody about 4 weeks to write the rounds.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's enough. That's enough.
Yeah,
Um,
and we thought that given we short, we kind of, like I said, it's a strict 2 minutes. There's a time cutoff, so like it's not big 3 minute rounds or anything like that. So we were
yeah.
hoping that that would be a good time. And honestly, I think you want to put a little stress on them. See who can write quickly,
Hmm.
um, and see who's really up to it. So I think that's also a part of it as well.
Nah, that's cool, man. And then I also saw your announcement today with the new member. I guess
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you got a
yeah.
free agency pickup.
Yeah, which again, also in the rule book, which is why it was unfortunate that we had ended up having to forfeit. Somebody decided not to participate, and the replacement came in too late in order to come into the first round. Again,
Mhm.
trying to make sure everybody gets time to write. We do have rules for allowing replacements, but it has to be with enough time for the opponent to write. So, um,
Okay,
so yeah.
yeah, that's dope, man. Nah, y'all
Yeah, I
got
try
a
to
good,
spell out a lot.
yeah,
I
y'all
try
got a
to spell
good
out a whole
thing
lot.
going, man. So
Everybody talks about my 116-page document, and I'm like, hey, it's not. You ain't got to read it all. A lot of it's for situations that, if they should arise, I know how to handle them.
right, man. Let me put my glasses back on because I can't even see the comments, bro.
Why you don't let them bully you into taking your
Nah, I
glasses
was just, just playing into it. Let's see
off?
what they saying, man. But nah, I shoot, I appreciate what y'all doing, man. I've been meaning to try to get out there really to one of the events, but
For sure.
shoot, I've been enjoying the pay per view and everything as well. So
How did the live run this time? Or no, you didn't watch it live. You watched the
I
VODs.
didn't watch it live. I got the
Okay, okay.
VOD. So
Yeah,
yeah,
like I said, it's only our second time running it. I tried to make, based on your feedback and others, I tried to try to make some tweaks to the live, especially for mobile and things like that. So I was definitely curious as to how it ran. So if anybody
so
watched it live, let me know.
okay, and so you built these? Do you are you
Yeah, so
so you're
I'm a
in the
software engineer
software
by
as
trade.
well?
Yeah, I'm a
Okay,
software engineer by trade. Yeah,
nice.
yeah. I
Okay,
made
yeah,
yeah. I started
yeah.
out making video games. Now I'm kind of in the commercial software engineer space. So
Gotcha.
so
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
that's me by trade. So yeah, and that's one of the things I wanted to do. I want to kind of like own the whole pipeline. I want to put out my
Nice.
own, like, everything to be on my end,
Yeah.
on my
No,
end.
that's
So
fire, man. See, I'm a software analyst, so
okay, that's what's up.
I build medical software. So
Okay, yeah, that's where I'm at now. I'm home health and hospice software.
nice, nice, nice.
Mm.
So that's dope, man. Um, so far I watched Blaze and Golden Q, and I
Mm.
agree with the judgment. I feel like Blaze probably edged it. Um, Dope battle though, back and forth. I
Yeah.
started watching Hero and Jigs, but I only
Okay.
got through the first round and a half. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
just say this, boy, Jigs was cooking in that first round,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. So that's my team.
Oh, that's your team.
Yeah. The family is my team. So I'm a little biased. That's why I haven't really commented on the point three and the water bottle. I ain't done a whole lot of talking. I tried to play commissioner in that role.
Mhm.
So like we did have a small issue where, like, if the timekeeper was supposed to keep running his time when he drank the water. But whether or not the judges saw it as a choke or not, that's kind of more up to the judges than
Okay.
than any kind of rule set or defined thing. But the time should have kept running, and I did hear that it stopped at least for a few seconds. That was also because the original timekeeper we had couldn't make it, and so like Fifth Spirit came in and did time for us. Like, I let
As a
him know that he was
backup.
doing time that day, right?
Right.
Like he had no clue that he was going to do that. So I applaud and appreciate him. He did a great job. So he didn't have necessarily all the rules of like that type of stuff to know. Like he got
Mhm.
the basic rundown while I'm picking up while I'm running the event. I'm like, I don't have a timekeeper. Can you help me? Like, here are the rules. This is how you run it. All right, go,
Hey,
right? so yeah, so there, I didn't necessarily anticipate kind of some off situations like that where the timekeeper would need to know specialized rules. They are written down. I just didn't convey them. So
so that's
shit
confirmed
happens.
then. Hero might be right. That might be that point three
Well,
three
okay,
right
so
there.
I told them that during the event, Chris Jiggs, I think, I want to say every round got time called on him before he finished. So in my head,
In the
I
first
thought
round.
that he did keep the time running because, again, Chris
Mm,
Jiggs never got his full round off. So I was like, okay,
right.
cool, he did it right. Like I'm thinking during the battle, I'm like, okay, cool, he did it right. Like only later do I find out no,
Figure
he
that
actually
out.
did
Yeah.
stop the time for a second. Yeah, I had no clue. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm thinking, yeah, he did great. Like I'm like, all right, cool. He did exactly what I needed him to do. So
Okay. We want the next interview.
he
Yeah, no,
drank
you
0.33
definitely
seconds worth
come
of
up.
water.
You
That's
gotta
funny.
speak your piece, Chris. But okay, cool, man. I mean, that's all the questions that I had. I gotta finish watching the rest of the series. Here, let me see if
Well,
Chris Jigs
another
wants
thing
to.
I want to see if you
Oh
knew
yeah, go ahead.
about, because I haven't heard anybody say it to you, and I haven't heard you mention it. But there's a whole fantasy we have around MLBR right now, like just like fantasy football.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, so MLBR.fan is a fantasy site where you can actually pick. Uh huh. And so like you can pick a lineup for each round of the tournament and or each round of the league, and basically what you do is you pick five different rounds from each one of the battlers. You can only pick one round from a battler, and you pick
Okay.
one round to be a double score. And so we'll see, who in the object is basically to accumulate the most points, right? So you're basically trying to
Yeah.
figure out what you think the five best rounds of the round is, of the event is going to be, and
Okay.
select one to be, yeah. So
A little,
we got a
you got a
we got a little fantasy game going behind the scenes as well.
okay.
Just
Okay.
so the fans can have their own little competition between them. So but I
Yeah.
also want to
No,
shout out my team. My team has placed 1, 2, and 4 on the list. They kick my teammates are kicking ass in fantasy as well. So
yeah. All right. Nice. How many people y'all got on there right now? Do you know? Total.
I think so. If you go to the stat screen, it'll show you. There's a
Okay. I haven't
let me
logged
see.
in yet, so let me see.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna,
Let me here.
I'm
I
gonna,
got you.
yeah,
I
I'm gonna
got you
have
real
to.
quick.
You
Yeah.
use the same login as you have for the 3
Yes. For
Okay.
3 Live. So all of our 3 products should let you use the same login.
Okay.
So yeah, we have 16 people are playing right now. Mm.
No, this is fire. This is fire. No, I'm gonna check this out. I'm gonna have to check this out once I can get logged in and stuff. I don't want to keep flipping
Oh yeah,
screens.
you're good. You're good. You're
But
good. But yeah, we got the next lineup up there for people to start picking for round 2. So
okay.
uh,
And it's just
yeah,
each round. You don't have to be in for the whole series to do the fantasy. You could just do it each
no,
round.
no, no. So it's definitely, you probably won't win overall, but you could win. You could win a given week if you didn't start at the very beginning, because it is accumulating points overall. But you could definitely go in there and still compete for the last few rounds. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get on that for sure. Um, but yeah, have you been keeping your eye out like on any, I guess, outside battles that have been going on that's been catching your eye? Or you pretty much just been focused on what y'all got going on?
No. As people will tell you, I've been outside. So if it's a big battle, I was probably there.
So do this then. Give me your top three battlers um that's on the radar that people don't really know about nationwide, but you feel like they could be like on the cusp of being a star.
Ooh, on the cusp of being a star.
Or you can even go
Uh,
state by state if you want to break it that way, if you want to just do that.
I don't know if I could go state by state. I think someone I do want to shout out because I see him improving, and I think he's really creative. And this is me. I'm ignoring my group for a second. I'm going outside of my group, so don't nobody in my section get mad at me because I
Right.
picked
We
him.
already we already know
Uh,
we already know y'all
yeah,
fire. We
and,
looking at these
I'm
battles.
putting the spotlight. I'm using MLBR to put a spotlight on a lot of them. So I want. But outside of that, I think King Kia out of Florida
Okay.
is
Yeah.
he's super creative. I think he does have he has some issues and some things he has to work on. But like
Hmm.
when he is flawless, he's just one of the most creative people doing shit right now. He's really good. He's really
Yeah.
really good.
No, I agree with that one. Everybody's really looking to see what he's gonna do in that second round of the tournament that he's in. because in the
Mm-hmm.
first round, he did his thing. He had bar tonight.
Mm-hmm.
He went crazy. It's like his confidence is on a
The
million.
that's the TBO joint, right?
No, he's in the
Oh,
trenches tournament.
oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't watch that joint. I filmed the one he did in Miami.
Okay, him versus
The
House Party. I think so.
I filmed that too, but
Okay.
that wasn't that was in St. Louis though.
Oh,
I
okay.
filmed that one too.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
in St. Louis.
Okay.
Um, I forgot who he went against, and
But now wait till
I
you
mean, it may have
see
been Keys.
that one. His
The
last
trenches joint.
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
to me that was the best King Key I ever seen so far.
yeah. I gotta watch it. Yeah, I was
So
there for him versus the first time I saw him was him versus Justice when I was in Jacksonville. Um, and
okay.
I was impressed then. I really liked what he did there as well. Um, but yeah, like just been pretty impressed with the kid every time I've seen him.
Okay. Yeah, that's dope, man. I appreciate you for coming in, man, letting us know
For
what's
sure,
going down.
for sure,
Um,
for sure.
you know, anything else you want to say or anything? Are
Nah,
you
man.
good?
I just want everybody to tune in. Spread the word. Like I said, we're having a lot of fun over here. We're really trying to do something different, and I don't know, really change kind of where battle rap is going. I think the old model is kind of broken, and so we need to try some new stuff. So uh, I'm gonna try it. If it work, it work. If it don't, I gave it a go.
Yeah, hey, for sure, man. Hey, we appreciate everything that you're doing because just sitting here listening to you, I mean, you videoing battles, you creating programs, putting people in the spotlight, and it's not going unnoticed, bro. When I first
Yeah.
seen that site, I was like, whoa, okay. You have a pay-per-view site that is basically yours. Because I noticed it
Mm-hmm.
whenever I first logged on, and I was like, okay, what's going on here? But now
Mm-hmm.
I'm finding out the backstory to it. So I appreciate you, bro. Give you your flowers for creating
Thank you.
3
Thank you.
Battle League, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, so I'll let y'all, man. I guess I'll drop you. Yeah, there you have it, man. So 3 Battle League, and um, they got a lot of good stuff going on, man. I'm gonna finish watching these battles, and I'm definitely gonna recap. I mean, so far, um, Blaze and Go to Q, like I said, was a great battle, good back and forth, great punches, and then I started watching Jigs, and I mean, Jigs say he wrote running around getting mad when anybody say his name like Rumpelstiltskin. I said, boy, you cutting up. You cutting up. Hold on, let me see if anybody else want to jump up. Hold on. Let me see if I can put this thing in the comments. Let me know if y'all can see this. I could drop the link in the uh, hope y'all can see that. I don't even know. Let me know if y'all see that link and I just dropped in the chat. Anybody want to jump up or whatever? You can. Let's see. Jesus was the first to stretch the work. Yeah, that was one of the ones. That was one of the ones, Dre. But can y'all see that link? There you go. I see it now. It's in there. Let me go through these comments. The battle of the bifocals. Come on, man, Blaze. 0.33, shake my head. Okay. This live got to combine 80/80 vision. For real? What's your issue with glasses? I'm running back. I'm starting to think you just hate niggas with glasses. Yeah, 3 is definitely pioneers. That's one right there. Shout out to 3 for being pioneers. For real. Chris Chiggs, all these grown men with vision deficiency. Hey man, that's how it be when you get old, man. I didn't have to wear glasses when I was young, like y'all. Chris Chiggs, let's jump them and make them wear glasses. Mess his vision up. Oh, what up, fool? Fool was in here. Juice, somebody pack. They don't wear his glasses. I resent that. Tank Davis Roach versus the Roach. The family. Mega Man can tell what's gonna happen in 2029. Shout out to all contact wearers. Armani Pack, don't quote me, but they may have the same pair of glasses on. Nah, we didn't. G Sharp, what it do? What up, G Sharp? Armani Pack. Might as well be reading in Braille. Y'all just gonna go on the glasses. Nah, support your brothers. Okay, that's the point 33. These Back to the Future ass glasses. I know what the fuck I've been doing. Yeah, you know what you're doing, bro. I know you know what you're doing. Walk by faith and not by sight. Stevie Wonder. Dang, what the world? Should have read the rule book. If y'all knew what I knew, boy, what's that mean? Ant cheated. We had just talked about a tie, then the next battle a tie. If y'all knew what I knew, he said that twice. Nah, wear your glasses. Nah, man, it's all good. He looked like an older version of Caution. Put the bifocals back on. They not bifocals, but whatever. I can see. Okay, 2015 Vision, looking like an old version of Caution. Yo, oh, what's up, Joe Piff? What up, Joe Piff? Side engineers stand up. Computer science for sure. C plus plus, C plus, Linux, Fire, Fig. Just kidding. Chris Jiggs. What do you say? What you know? Sound like you finna be predictable as hell. Oh yeah, V Gotti versus. Can I announce that? Can I say what's going on in the next round? Because I see the battles that's supposed to pop up right here. In the second round, but I just didn't want to say nothing because I didn't know if everybody else know or not. Well, they got a flyer, so it should be okay. So I'll let y'all know. So the next round, they got Chris Jiggs versus V Gotti, Kobe versus Blaze, MV versus Warner, Hero versus King Caution, Young Guy ATM versus Poppy G, and Banks the Guy versus Golden Q. These are some good battles again. Let's see. Where did I leave off at? Let's see. Chris Jiggs, you ain't shit. That's hilarious. Predicted then. That's so Raven. Okay. Fuck Jiggs. Chris Jiggs ain't finna argue with your happy hog looking ass. See you next month. Happy hog. Bet that Diglett. Playmakers. Chris Jiggs. Facts. Trenches. Jesus was the first nigga to stretch the work. Nah, that was one of the ones. That's the link I dropped. That's Oppa. What up, Jose? I ain't know Jose. Oh, what's up, Chuck Lucci? What's up, bro? Bonafide BC. Okay. So that's all the comments right there. But nah, if don't nobody want to come up, I end it, man. Hold on, something in the. Oh, okay. Nah, but yeah, that's it, man. Battle Rap Science. I'll holler at y'all boys. Gonna probably go get something to eat. Peace.